Hey guys, I'm doing the LeetCode problems. You can check out my channel um, for more LeetCode problems. I'm doing the Pascal's triangle right now. This is a very easy question. Um, it's a little bit lengthy, a little bit, but it's easy when you think about it. So this is the Pascal triangle. So you can just see it through the video. It's just adding previous rows and forming this huge triangles. Okay, and you can look at the input here. So this is a list within a list, um, and it's like giving the output like this, like a list. Okay, so this is my example. So it's very simple. You just have to. So this is like a list within a list, right? So this one is a list, and then this one is a list. This one is. So you'll have multiple lists depending on how many rows you're passing to the function. So that's already like standard, that's default. So you don't have to worry about it. Um, so make sure like when you're initializing, when you're initializing the functions, you make sure it's a list within a list of integers. So how do we start? So first we have this row. So this is the first row. Um, you'll give one. So this is standard, right? So you don't have to worry about this. Moving on, um, this is again standard because you're giving the first element and the last element as one always. As you can see, the first element is one and the last element is one. Okay, so you don't have to worry about this row as well. It's what happens in the third row matters. So you're going to add up the previous rows, and then you're getting this row, right? So you need a variable for previous row. Okay, so you'll have first row, this is one variable, and then previous row, one variable, and let's say current row, one variable. So every row, it's like you need a variable for each row. And that's about it. Once you know what to do, you can just go with the problem. So I'm going to start. Okay, so first, like I said, we need a list of lists of integer. And I'm going to call this triangle. And this is an array list. So this is a feature in Java, array list. Yeah, so the first condition is if triangle is equal, sorry, not triangle actually. If the num rows, this is the num rows, so the number of rows are 0, then you return 0. You always set an initial condition. You don't return 0, you return the triangle. Okay, so ultimately you return the triangle only. So this will be final. What you write inside matters. So like I said, okay, first we have this variable, the first initial variable. So what do we call it? We call it the first row. So this is just the list. Okay, you're not calling it list of lists, you're just calling it list because it's just a list, right? I'm calling this first row. Um, this is going to be an array list again. And then I'm going to add it to the triangle, right? So first, the first row would contain what? It will contain 1. And then I'm gonna add it to the triangle. So triangle dot add of first row. So you're adding it to the triangle, right? Sorry about the spelling errors. And once you're done, you can go ahead and add the next row. So this is when you start the loop. Okay, so you're starting from 1 here, remember, because if you start from 0, then it's going to keep repeating, right? So you already added the 0th row. So you're starting from 1, and then you're going through num rows I plus plus. And what you're doing here is we have to get the previous rows. So this element here will not be counted because there's no element, this is 2. So let's just say, okay, I'll first type it and then I'll explain. So like I mentioned before, I'm creating a previous row. So I need something for previous row and then I need for current rows. So that's why I'm having two variables initialized here. And what I'm doing here is basically I'm getting the previous row. So I minus 1. So this is I, right? So I is going to be from 0, 1, 2, and so on. So I need to get that. So that's why I'm doing that. After I'm done with that, let's jump on to the current row. Okay, so first what we're going to do is you're going to add the first variable. So what do you add? You can guess here. You're going to add 1, right? Because you need to add 1 always. And then you need to do another loop here. Okay, so the loop again starts from 1 because of the obvious reasons, and it loop through I here, okay, and then j plus plus. Then what you're going to do is you're going to add the previous rows together. So what you're going to do is current row dot add of, so this is very crucial, so you're going to give pre row dot get of j minus 1 plus pre row dot get of j. Okay, once you're done, you're done with this loop basically. So this is like the main thing, you're adding the two previous rows. And then once you're done with that, in the end you're going to add a 1 again. Okay, and then finally, after you're done with that particular row, you're just going to add that row to the triangle, and that's it, you're done basically. So this is the end. Pretty simple problem. I hope I didn't make any errors. If number is equal to 0, what's wrong? Oh, okay, it's 0, 0. Sorry, got stuck there. There's another error, triangle. Okay, I misspelled that. Okay, it's fine. Hope it works. Yeah, so it worked. Yay, 100%. So yeah, guys, it's very simple. You're creating the first row separately, and then the previous row, and then current row, and then this is like the main part. Once you understand this, uh, it's very simple. So that's it. Thanks, guys. If you like this video, please subscribe. See you in the next.